Hello everyone and welcome to this episode of the unofficial Ignition podcast. My name is Jonas and today I'll be talking to Rohi, the data expert from the Enuda team, and we'll be talking about the relationship between databases and the Ignition platform. So I hope you enjoy the episode.
My name is Ruhi Ali, and I am by professional a data engineer. Data is my passion. I love to work with the databases, data accumulation, or data analysis, or data presentation, things like that.
Mhm.
Almost 2.5 years ago, John had a small project where he wanted to shift data between two databases, and for that, he contacted me via Upworks. And
Okay,
this is a freelancer platform.
right.
And there we began a very good relationship. I started working on that project, and in that project, I was working with Mathia and Creswell.
Mhm.
And it went very well. And then they have small little tasks related to databases. And slowly and gradually, I started to make all the databases for the Anuda. And then I become a full-time member of Anuda team, and it's a marvelous experience.
Cool.
Uh,
That
it's a
sounds
very
good.
it's an excellent team. Everybody is perfect and they know their task. And most important thing about Anuda is that everybody is very cooperative and work with the open heart.
Mm,
That's why I love Anuda.
that's awesome. And what about the whole Ignition platform? How has that been to work with?
Yeah, I started at Ignition, but I was not having very good knowledge of it. Then they offered me that if I go for the certification, so I did my core certification in April, and recently I have given my exam for the gold, and I hope it will went well.
Cool.
So
And how was that
ignition is a
process? Is it difficult or?
ignition is not that difficult if you have a programming background. I had the programming background, so ignition is not that difficult. Rather, I enjoyed learning programming in a very different platform because I had a background of Java and C. So I learned Python.
Mm,
Python is the basic scripting language in Ignition. I learned Python and I love working with the Python. And Ignition itself is very powerful. The
okay.
way you can handle tags and you can bring data and manipulate things, it's marvelous. I love working with Ignition,
Yeah.
though it's not that mean much. I have been at the back end and I enjoy the relationship where we built an anchoring relationship between databases and the Ignition.
Mm,
My core area of development is that anchoring, that we enhance the power and boost its performance with database at the back end.
cool. And why is that important? Why is the link between Ignition and the database important? Why don't you just do everything in Ignition?
Because in Ignition, you cannot keep a heap of data.
Okay. So
You
it's
cannot keep.
limited
You,
to
you,
a
you have
small.
live data. You have
Mm,
live data coming from different PLCs and other stuff. It's coming and you're having the view and you're reflecting and displaying it for the controller and for the other people. But now, if you want to see a flashback of 1 hour ago, or 1 month ago, or 1 week ago, then from where will that flashback will occur? If you don't have a memory, you cannot recall a day. Similarly, if we are not putting a database at the back end, Ignition cannot give you a picture that if 1 hour ago, this was the value of temperature and now it is this, and then you can compare. So
right.
if you want to have a comparative or you want to study something which happened at a lapse of a time, then you need to keep your data somewhere.
Mm,
So that somewhere is most of the time a database.
mm,
And we are using a relational database, SQL based relational database.
mm.
And relational databases have their own power and might. They can keep a lot of data, they can give you analysis, they can give you comparative study and different things.
So we use the tool built for the purpose. to keep
Yeah.
like a large historical database in the projects.
A large historical, and at the same time we are providing our clients facilities like we do in logbook, where they one person will write something and that note is meant for somebody else.
Ah,
So now if we are working as a team, if they are in the production house, they are working as a team. Now may send some sort of an information that this task is assigned to Mr. XYZ. And then later on, they want to see that that task was completed and how much duration of time or things like that. Different components and comparative elements are there. So we provide them this facility that they can do it.
mm. Cool. So the link between a database and Ignition is crucial in most projects to have that historical database in place.
History and analysis of performance, what I would say. Analysis of performance, how you have been doing. You were expected to do this, how you are doing.
Mm. So from month to month, year to year, you have a very clear view of where things are heading and what you've been doing.
Yeah.
Oh,
What you've been doing, were you on the right track, were you ahead of your task, were you lagging behind? In case you are lagging behind, then databases are very, very powerful. They can provide you a drill down, what happened, what should not have happened, so things like that.
Cool. And how, when we build these databases into the Ignition platform, do we have to think about it from the beginning, or can we add it later, or what's the whole architecture behind that thought process?
If we think database in the beginning, it's far easier to implement.
Mm.
It's just like that. If you make a good foundation and then you build a house, then it's supposed to be more strong and reliable and stable.
Right.
You can always add extra garage to your house, but it would not add strength to your house.
Right.
So it's good to have an idea that what I want to keep in the database and why I want to keep that in my database. In some cases, we may not require a database at all because Ignition itself has its own purposes. But in case we want a database to be there in our project, it's good to have thought about it right from the start,
Mm.
and we start developing along with the database. Another facility what a database can offer is that each project is meant for some business logic.
Mm.
So if we keep our business logic related to the data in the database, we keep Ignition a free hand to do what other sources or what other tasks Ignition has to handle.
Mm.
So if we keep business logic related to the database in the form of a stored procedures and link it with the Ignition in the form of named query, we are giving Ignition a free hand. Okay, don't worry about the database or don't worry about your data. Go ahead and do whatever task you have to do. So we are
Right.
giving Ignition a free hand.
Can you give an example of that? So how would the database handle that in a situation?
Like an example, in our logbook, they wanted a facility there. They wanted to search on, like they wanted that operator or user may key in 2 3 letters, and those 2 3 letters should be searched in 12 different areas.
Okay.
Now it's a complex thing to do.
Mm.
So what we did, we designed a stored procedure at the back end. And for the Ignition, the story is that simple that in the textbook box, you have written 3 letters, and those 3 letters are given to the database. And now a database will do all the search in the 1 2 3, all the 12 different columns. And
Right.
interestingly, all those columns are not in the same table. They are in different tables.
Right. So it's all over the place.
All over the place. It will search all over the place, and then it will find out what exactly matches with the desired letters or the search criteria. And then it will bring back a data set and it will hand over the Ignition a data set. And now Ignition will present it in the most attractive way to the client.
Right.
So things like these help Ignition, because if we're doing all this with the help of Python, it would have been a very, very uh, complex procedure in the Ignition side, and we will be burdening our processors, our front-end development area to search for all this.
And, and you can
Another
imagine
example,
if a whole company is using the same system, it just
yeah,
stacks up and it can't keep up at the end.
yeah, and same is true for our Ever Trend tool, which we made for the Ever. And in that case, we are actually searching data in different partitions, and then we are filling the data holes if they exist. And this whole process takes almost 5 different layers. A 5-layer pyramid is working for that at the backend and the database. And database provides a result in something like 2 to 4 seconds is our 0 to 4 seconds is our response time, depending upon how much is the data, how much are the holes and stuff like that. But database makes this data handling simpler and keep Ignition at ease related to the data.
That sounds really good.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, cool. That's a great relationship between the Ignition platform and databases.
Yeah.
And I guess it's most projects that actually need this, right? As you say, if you build it in from the beginning, you don't have to use it, but it's there available if you reach a big historical ledger or anything like that.
Yeah, in the right in the start of the project, if we think that we may need it, we should build it, and it should grow with the project, because it gives the project strength.
Right.
And more we have a better relationship, a better communication between the two mighty platforms, the more efficient, smooth, and fluent or swift systems we can develop.
Perfect. Well, thank you for enlightening me about this relationship. I will. I won't take any more of your time.
Okay.
But have a good day, Ruhi. I'll see you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you for inviting me for this.
Of course, no
Okay.
worries.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.